A little over a week ago, I testified before the Maryland House of Representatives Environment and Transportation Committee, speaking in support of the Better Buildings Act. This bill is designed to establish stronger sustainability standards for buildings around the state. And like many other pieces of climate legislation, it would improve the health of the environment, ultimately shaping a more sustainable future for Maryland. Yet, as I stood before the state legislators, a question continued to echo in my mind. Why aren't these bills getting passed? It's apparent that the climate change is a severe problem. But while most environmental policies aim to improve our world in the long run, they often fall short when it comes to addressing the immediate needs of our communities. Just the other day, I watched a Maryland state delegate challenge a panelist on a climate bill with a simple question. How does this help Maryland right now? The panelist had no answer. That moment stuck with me because of what it revealed. It revealed that when policymakers focus only on immediate benefits, they risk making decisions that serve today at the expense of tomorrow. Yet, the future isn't distant. It's already here. Delaying sustainability today only creates bigger problems tomorrow. Within our own communities, change is visible and real. Neighbors are rolling up their sleeves to plant trees, retrofitting old buildings, and sharing practical advice about improving the environment. A tree planted in a local park doesn't just appear on a balance sheet. It grows, it provides shade, and improves air quality. On the other hand, the largest decisions belong to corporations and government, who often only have a small view that hides the bigger picture. For decades, we have been sold a lie, that businesses must choose between saving the environment and profit. In reality, research consistently shows that when businesses invest in environmental efficiency, they save money and enhance innovation. The prices of solar and wind generation have dropped by over 80% in the past decade. This transition to renewable energy isn't just an environmental necessity. It's a smart economic decision. Businesses that invest in clean energy not only reduce their carbon emissions footprint, but also lower future utility costs and create jobs in future industries. Have you ever wondered what net zero carbon emissions actually means? I initially assumed it meant absolutely no carbon emissions. This couldn't be farther from the truth. What many large corporations do, instead of fundamentally transforming their operations, is opt to work around it. They purchase carbon removals to essentially offset their impact while producing the same emissions. This approach might allow them to claim net zero on paper, but it leaves the underlying issues unresolved. Adding to the complexity is the issue of greenwashing. Greenwashing is a deceptive strategy used by corporations where they misrepresent the environmental performance. This allows corporations to appear eco-friendly without making meaningful progress, misleading both consumers and policymakers. True sustainability requires transparency and real measurable change. Another layer to consider is our tendency to favor short-term benefits, making the long-term investment of sustainability less appealing on the surface. Yet, when we reframe our thinking, we can appreciate that the benefits far outweigh the costs. Beyond economics and psychology, there's also an ethical dimension. Do businesses have a responsibility to help save the planet? More and more, ethics play a larger role in becoming integral to business strategy. Consumers and employees alike are increasingly expecting companies to contribute positively to society. Embracing sustainability isn't just good for the environment, it is also good for companies' reputation and long-term viability. Even as we debate these issues, it's essential to acknowledge that everyone is different, and everyone has different opinions. So, studies have shown that 80% of Americans believe that climate change is a pressing issue. Yet, Immediate pressures, ranging from economic uncertainty to political polarization, kill many reasonable environmental practices. This is where the real challenge lies: finding ways to integrate long-term, sustainable practices into systems that prioritize quick fixes. It's not only about sacrificing profit for the planet, but about rethinking the way that we do business so that every dollar spent becomes an investment in a healthier, more resilient future. Take Patagonia, for example. Patagonia encourages customers to buy less and repair what they have. Sounds like a terrible marketing strategy for a business that relies on your sales. However, it proves to be incredibly successful. Patagonia has grown to well over $1 billion in value through this vision. The companies that will dominate the next 50 years are not the ones that resist change, but the ones that embrace it. Because the biggest opportunity of our lifetime isn't in exploiting resources, but in saving them. The notion that profitability and sustainability are at odds is a myth that has long outlasted its time. But by rethinking our approaches to sustainability, we can create a future where every investment can reward both profit and the planet. A future where decisions we make today set the stage for a healthier, more vibrant world tomorrow. The question isn't which game we are playing, but how long we can sustain it. When we nurture small changes with steady care and commitment, even the simplest sustainable choices can yield unexpected returns. In time, money really does grow on trees. Thank you.